Good morning, good afternoon, good evening or good night when this video is being watched. Welcome back to Roblox Aeronautica one more time. We are flying a Sikorsky S-69. A former, let me think real quick, a former experimental coaxial compound helicopter. Yes, it's a mouthful to remember. It took first flight on July 26, 1973, and it's retired in 1981. It's recommended to me a lot. It's newly added by the time this video comes out. And I was like, okay, usually I'm very picky, but why shouldn't we give it a try? And the purpose of today's video is we are going to test it right at the dealership, and after this we are going to put the turbojets on it because that's also recommended to me. That's enough for the intro, time to give it a spin. Okay, interesting. Do we get any helicopter sound? This is the first time testing me this thing, so I have no idea what to expect. No, it's still the same sound. Still sounds the same like any other helicopter. Okay, it is very lightweight. That is one thing for sure. And yes, the wheels can attract. That's nice. It's a weird looking thing, that's for sure. But as it's if it's true, if I put on the turbojets on it after I landed, I should be able to go a little bit faster, above 200 knots. So should then be even faster than an Apache, and I found the Apache already quite terrifying to fly sometimes. Still to this day. Okay, there's no cockpit view in it. What also weird is the lower I point the nose, the faster it goes. So I kind of have to literally go nose down basically a bit. Can we get some more speed by lowering down the nose? 152, 153. Okay, that's the max. This is basically the average helicopter in game. This speed. Let's put on some altitude, otherwise you could nose dive into the ocean. And now we'll wait until we are at the oil rig. And then we bring it back. And we're going to put on the turbojets. Now there's one problem with this thing. At least for what I am wanting to do in the game. I have every helicopter, every plane I have are selected, kind of oriented at specific airfields and military aircraft at AFBs. My military helicopters are stationed at Eisenhower AFB, for example. My my transport planes, the cargo planes, civilian cargo, are at, I believe, at Amaras. Um, my AWACS are stationed at Tomfoolery. All my airliners, regular airliners, past, present, are stationed at Clarence. The civilian helicopters, well, you get the idea. Civilian helicopters, I will finish this one off. Civilian helicopters, sightseeing planes, is all stationed at Okani, a bit of that. But this helicopter doesn't have available jobs at Eisenhower, so I'm forced to kind of separate this one from the group and bring it to Linwood, because that's the only fitting option I have. So that was a bit of a bummer for me. It does have cabin lights. I already tested that before the camera went on. Didn't expect something else, to be honest. Some of the old planes or early added aircrafts don't have cabin lights. Mil V.III, for example. L-39 Albatross doesn't have cabin lights. And I know there are some more, but then you have to think too much. Huh? Okay. Right, time to lower this thing. Put the wheels out already. So weird looking helicopter, but it also has quite some beauty in it. I don't know what to think about it. I think the best word to describe it is it's beautiful. It's beautiful from ugliness. And there are some more Sikorskys added, but those will have to wait. Rare, ultra rare, and I don't want to waste too much UP. I'm already very impatient, so I'm forcing myself to wait until they're in stock, unless I have UP to spare. Still a bit too high, because the helicopter deck is right in front of me. And yes, this helicopter was in stock, and if you don't believe me, just join the Discord. It's in there somewhere. Oof, okay, that was not part of the plan, sorry for that. I wanted to press B and the end button for night vision was right next to it, so sorry for that. Oh, even my eyes hurt about after that one. Alright, back to Linwood. And yes, you see a helicopter here, but it's an AWACS helicopter. My military transports and small AWACS are here, which are not capable enough to go to tomfoolery. So they're stationed in Linwood. Right, back to the Sikorsky. Move vehicle to me. And now we're gonna put the turbojets on it. So maintenance, open. These things should be able to give you more speed. And indeed it does. The range is a little bit less. Service ceiling can go higher, and it's going from 156 to 263. Let's give it a go. Let's see the difference. That is quite fast for a helicopter indeed. Holy moly. I'm not used to go this fast with a helicopter. Holy shit. But now it's also less agile. Now I cannot just look how slow it turns now. That wasn't the case when it didn't have the turbojets. But you cannot hear it. It's still the same sound. Just want to check something real quick, because it said I had limited range now. We'll see about that. I'm going to do something risky, but I see already by doing this the fuel consumption goes extremely high. I thought maybe the higher I went, the more fuel I could save. Because I wanted to test if I could still do this in one go. To see if that that range is accurate. Is there another way to check it? Do I have an example? Yeah, I have an example. The Chinook. I flew with the Chinook several times now. Here it says range 64 Newton meters. Well, I managed to go above 100 Newton meters in one go with just that thing. But that will be covered up in another video. I'm still going higher now. Fuel consumption is going lower. Distance is coming closer. It almost touches it now. Come on, dude. Thank you. It's gonna be close. That's one thing for sure. Now it touches it. So for now the ring is just moving along and shrinking bit by bit. But if my calculations are correct, with the experience I have now in the game, I think we can debunk that distance range. one thing for sure, we cannot go back anymore. We either have to land on Castle Atoll, which is over there instantly. But the rig is also coming closer now. Still going for the gamble. Okay, the rig is now in sight because we can see the flame now right there. So it's time to lower this thing now. And the funny thing is, now that I have my helicopter license since last year, thanks once again to Trovia, that the collective doesn't, how should I say, it doesn't increase speed. It's just going to boost you up in altitude a bit higher. But it's and it's less economical fuel wise, but it doesn't affect the speed. If I go, for example, now to completely out, it's still 26, 260 I mean, and now I'm just adjusting with it, playing with it a bit. The speed doesn't change. Only this changes and the fuel consumption changes. Yeah, wind changing does do things to the speed. Also, turning with this thing does some with the speed, but the collective usually doesn't. Yeah, okay, does a tiny bit now, but not that much. And usually it doesn't. Okay. So we have multiple lights now. We have the collision lights and we have just some, what are these, headlights or something? I don't know what these are called, but we have two. We have four sensor lights and we have one flickering on the back. the hell up. Okay, this is going to be more tricky. We made it, that's one thing for sure. Now we have to still land it, and with this speed now, I'm afraid it won't be fun. Okay, Haley deck spotted. Okay, we still pulled it off, but he became more nervous with the turbojets on it. But anyways, we did it. Yeah, always a good feeling with something new. Going to repair it instantly. Going to bring it back to Linwood. So the only Sikorskys left for me from the new added aircraft is, oh, I can also look it up here because I know where they are. One is at Eisenhower. This one, the S-97, the S-97 radar, and the other one is at Linwood. This one, Sikorsky Boeing SB-1 Deviant, if I say it correctly. So that's going to be for later. Sorry that I missed out this week a lot. I'm a bit behind the work, so I'm going to do my very best to pull it right for next week. And for this upcoming week, I mean, and hopefully we're back on track then. Thank you guys so much for watching for these videos of this week. If you like this one, give it a thumbs up, leave a comment, hit that subscribe button, turn on the notifications to not miss out anything, you know the drill. Check out the socials via the links in the description. On my left you can see 2 videos, and of course on my right the 2 subscribe buttons for the main channels. I will see you guys back this upcoming Wednesday. Bye bye.